Anybody home?
What's going on, my spook shackers? Alright, so here we are in the Sawyer house to talk about good old Leatherface. What we'll be talking about is what is the best Leatherface animatronic. Number 4. Alright, where do we go with this one? This one's the worst one easily. So the chain doesn't move, the blood and the gore is pretty lousy looking. The makeup on him is pretty bad, the mask on him is pretty bad. I guess the hair is okay, the eyes are bad, soundtrack's kind of weak, and he just kind of spins around on his torso. This guy's manufactured by Jimmy and sold exclusively by Lowe's, I believe, and retails around $280. Number 3. Alright, number 4 is really fighting with number 3 for which one's the worst. But since this one does have a moving blade on the chainsaw and the soundtrack isn't terrible, I gave it number 3. But this guy reminds me of Matt Foley from the Van Down by a River skit. Watch his movement. This guy sold at Spirit Halloween exclusively, and he's wearing the Pretty Woman mask in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974 movie. He retails for $349.99. And yeah, he is not a very cool looking prop. The mask is kind of weak, I think. The outfit's kind of gross. It's just a reskin of the Jemmy version that was sold by Lowe's as well. Yeah, I don't care for this guy too much as well. If you need a Leatherface, you're probably better off getting one of the other ones that is readily available. Number 2. Also for 2023, we have the Party City Texas Chainsaw Massacre replica prop from the 1974 movie. And they also sell them at Halloween City as well. And I like this guy a lot. Everything about him is pretty cool. His mask looks good. There's a good amount of blood on it. The chainsaw looks good. The thing that I absolutely love the most is just the vibration of his head. It's very intense and very scary. Also, the spring action of his arms just flailing up in the air and his head just shaking and his hair is just going nuts is awesome. The chain doesn't move on this guy, but really doesn't need it for this one. So he is easily a number 2 pick. Party City is selling him for $325 in the 2023 year, and he is manufactured by Techie Design. Now it's time for the number 1, and it's going to be Leatherface, again from the 1974 movie, but it is the 2006 model. You can't get this guy anymore, and he's a collectible. He originally sold for $249.99 at Spirit Halloween exclusive. Again, he's made by Jemmy, and this is the period I'm just going to refer to again, like my last video with the Michael Myers video. If you want to watch that, you can check that out. I compared all the Michael Myers animatronics. But this is the period I like to call the golden age of Halloween animatronics because they just seem to be a little bit better. There's movement in the neck. He looks left to right, and his eyes move left to right, a lot like the original Michael Myers prop that they made. If you got an original one, his eyebrows are fuzzy. They're not that rubbery material. And the chainsaw blade does move. He tilts the saw up and down. And he moves a little bit with the saw. The hair looks good, the mask looks good, the blood looks good on the saw and the clothes look good. I can't talk about how much I like this one over the others. Now, he's not as fast as the previous one, which has that cool scare prop, kind of, vibe to it. And I do like that, that kind of resembles, Leatherface when he's like going nuts and swinging the chainsaw around a little bit. But, I'm kind of rating this based on the appearance, the movements, how many movements it has, how high of the quality of the sculpt it is. This guy, he's just got it all. I mean, it was a lot better of a period, and you got a lot more for your money back then. So, well, that's it for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Animatronics review from worst to best. If you guys have any opinions about it, go ahead and leave me some feedback in the bottom, and let's hear what you got to say. But that is the way I rated them. So, till next time, guys, stay creepy.